Hey guys, what's going on? So today I have a smaller collection update. Got 4 CDs and 2 records. So yeah, background we've seen a Subsystem with Pure and Decomposition. Cool shit. So I'll show the records first. The records are both non-metal. So first up, this is actually a record I've been wanting to get for a while, and I know there's like bootlegs of it. Obviously this has never been pressed officially to vinyl. But I saw this at my local record store for pretty cheap, and I had to get it as soon as I bought it, like on impulse. This is the Misfits with 12 Hits from Hell. If you guys don't know, this was an unreleased Misfits album. I think it was recorded before Walk Among Us, and it's like probably the most cleanly produced like Danzig or Misfits stuff. It's mostly songs from Walk Among Us, like you've got I Turn Into a Martian, Skulls, Ghouls, or I don't think Ghouls Night Out was on Walk Among Us, but you have like Astro Zombies, Violent World, but then you also have Halloween and Halloween 2, London Dungeon, Ghouls Night Out, Where Eagles Dare. Really good album. So here's the album cover. Actually, fun fact, the first thing I ever heard from the Misfits was the version of Halloween that's on this album when I was in like 6th grade. Yeah, really cool. It's just a bootleg, like I said, but you can't get this on vinyl officially. And an official CD is insanely rare because it was released and I think it got like recalled or something for copyright reasons. I don't remember. This is on a really cool like gray splatter vinyl. Sounds great. Awesome fucking record though. Love the Misfits, of course. One of the most important bands in regards to like me getting into music and getting into like just more weird horror themed shit in general. I mean, I remember hearing like Last Caress for the first time when I was like 11 years old and just being like, whoa, you know. But yeah, this shit is so fun to listen to, you know, just catchy. You guys should all know the Misfits, and if you don't, I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, really cool. Glad I own this. This is like the one like Danzig era Misfits release that I don't really own, that like I wanted really bad. And yeah, cool shit. 12 Hits from Hell. This next one's really basic, super classic album that I haven't owned yet for whatever reason. I own stuff from this band already, but this particular album in general. Ramones, self-titled. You know, this is just a new reissue or whatever. Sounds great. The first punk album, in my opinion, I don't really give much of a shit about like the Sex Pistols or like the British bands. These guys did it first and did it way better, in my opinion. You know, really set the blueprint, catchy songs. You know, there's a few like the only song on here I don't really like, honestly, is Blitzkrieg Bop because it's just so overplayed. And I don't usually mind when a song is overplayed, but like, I don't know, that song in particular, it's just, I just think of like commercials and shit when I hear it. But I could still jam like Beat on the Brat or Judy's a Punk. Those songs are overplayed, but still great. But the best song on here, in my opinion, is 53rd and 3rd. Just so insanely catchy. If you haven't gotten into the Ramones because you've only heard like I Want to Be Sedated or like Blitzkrieg Bop, listen to 53rd and 3rd. That song is so catchy. I don't know how that song isn't more popular. Obviously, it wasn't a single for, I imagine the lyrics are kind of dark, but like, that's probably why it's not as well known of a song, but God, it's such a great fucking song, so catchy. Some other ones I really like on here are Chainsaw, I Don't Want to Go Down to the Basement, Today Your Love, Tomorrow the World. Yeah, this is just a great album. Iconic album cover. There's the back. Here's this inner sleeve it came with. It's like a close-up of somebody's belt. I don't know which member of the band it is. You got all the lyrics. But yeah, you know, great, really simple, catchy punk songs, really gritty, but still pretty poppy. It just came on black vinyl. I think it's 100 a gram. It sounds very good. But yeah, really good. This might be my favorite Ramones album, although Road to Ruin is also up there as well. I think these two are the best. This one I have, Road to Ruin. Should have that one on CD. But I'm glad I finally got around to getting this. You know, it's a classic and it's a very good album. I don't know. I was just on a kick for 53rd and 3rd, and I saw this at my local record store the other day for like $20, so I was like, why not? So like, I kind of bought this album for that one song, but the rest of the album is still very good. But yeah, Ramones, self-titled. Cool shit. Alright, so now onto the CDs. First up, I got 2 CDs that I got for Christmas that I don't think I've shown you guys yet. So first up, we have Abysmal Torment with Ibaka Methartic Carnage. Great brutal death metal. I can't remember what country these guys are from. They might be from the US, but maybe I could be wrong. Maybe they're from Europe. But this came out in 2006 on Brutal Bands. Neat album cover. just really cool, sort of technical brutal death metal. This band has really killer riffs. I think that's like the best part about this band. Just really great songwriting, pretty underrated shit. They're not the most unique band in the genre, but they do it very well. They just have some really energetic riffs that are just really earwormy stuff. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, if you like brutal death metal, you'll love this album, and it's a really easy album to get too. That's another thing. It's pretty cheap, which is nice because yeah, this is just a great album. Really energetic brutal death metal. It's kind of a longer album too. I think it's like over 40 minutes long, but it goes by pretty quick. Yeah, I enjoy this one quite a bit. Some solid kind of meat and potatoes, but with a lot of energy and passion. I think the best song on here is probably, I like the first one, Relapse into Sickness, but the title track is good. Addicted to Smothered Throats is another really cool one. But yeah, killer album, Abysmal Torment, Epoch of Methodic Carnage. Next up, we got a really fucking good one, and a really underrated one. I can't remember if I showed this in my CD collection videos yet or not, but I think I probably did if I went over D. I can't remember if I went over the Ds before or after I got this CD, but this is Despondency with Revelation, I think it's, Revelation 4, Rising of this. I was gonna say Revelation 18, that's the fucking Discord song. But Despondency, great German brutal death metal. Their vocalist was in Defeated Sanity on Chapters of Repugnance. They're more known for their debut album, God on Acid, but honestly I think this one's a little better. Nobody talks about this one, probably because the art isn't quite as memorable as the art for God on Acid, but I don't know, brown album covers just aren't usually that memorable to me. But yeah, one song on here that's amazing is Victimize Their Idols. It's the second song on here. If you've never heard Despondency, listen to that song. So much energy, killer riffs, really groovy but really technical. This album is produced really cool too. It's pretty modern sounding, like it's cleaner, but think of it like produced like Defeated Sanity, Passages to Deformity. It's, you know, that got that really crisp sort of sound. Guitars aren't quite as like crazy scooped as that album, but this album has a really nice clinky sort of bass tone. Great vocals on here as well. There's a lot of variety in his vocals. Like there's some parts where he sounds like fucking Joe Wolf from Heinous Killings, and other parts he just does more like aggressive sounding, like not quite highs, but they're like really, I don't know how to explain it. Like he does like a mid, but it sounds really like agonized. It's so sick. Yeah, every song on here is great. I can't recommend this album enough, honestly. There's also a pretty cool cover of Sermon of Mockery from Pyrexia. But yeah, if you like technical brutal death metal, this is the album for you. Just really great. Excuse me, really great, really underrated shit. So yeah, Despondency, Revelation 4, Rise of Nemesis. Awesome stuff. This next one was a gift from my buddy Drew. I already have the compilation from this band, but it's nice to have this version of this release because this CD sounds so much better than the other one I have. Repudiation with Purging of Impurity, my favorite brutal death metal demo of all time. I already have the compilation, this one, but it doesn't sound very good. It's mixed really quiet. But this remaster, I don't know if it's I can't remember if it's a remaster or not, but it's mixed really loud on the CD, which is really nice. But yeah, if you don't know Repudiation, legendary brutal death metal from New York. In my opinion, they should be more legendary than they are regarded as. I mean, this is a more well-known demo nowadays, I guess, but like when I discovered this band just like a couple years ago, it was like fucking obscure, and it still is pretty obscure. I mean, I don't know, this band deserves the level of notoriety as a band like fucking Internal Bleeding or like Devourment in regards to the evolution of brutal death metal, because this shit was really ahead of its time. For 1996, this is like the most brutal thing to come out back then. I mean, Repudiation's like a mixture of like Internal Bleeding, like that New York style groove, mixed with Devourment style vocals, sorta, but they're a little more froggy sounding. Devourment do sound a good bit like Repudiation, but this is like also super hip hop influenced. Like there's even record scratches on the last song on here, Decay of Humanity. I really need to make a video just about Repudiation in general. Cause yeah, this band is fucking amazing. But yeah, this was a reissue on CD. This is the only time this demo has been pressed by itself on CD. This came out through Carnivorous Records last year. I think the art was redone. Either that or they like stretched it out or something. I don't know. But there's the front. There's the back. But yeah, my favorite song here is the first one, Fall of Oppression. So good. There's the disc. you got just like 2 axes and the Repudiation logo. Really cool. I actually just got a long sleeve of this album from Eve's Apple merch. Really sick shirt. Just been on a kick for them lately. So the cool thing with the booklet in this CD is, so in the front you have this little slide with, you know, the art. And on the back, there's like a little thing. It's like a little biography about the band, which is really cool because there's not a lot of information out there that you could find about this band other than the fact that this demo was released. But yeah, I read this and it's really interesting. And then you have like the redone art behind it, which it's like the same thing. It looks like they just like went over the lines again. I don't like the way it looks as much, but I'm just glad they included the original. Yeah, let's see. Just like thank yous and stuff. And you have all the lyrics in here. But yeah, if you've never heard this before and you like brutal death metal, you're screwing up. This is such a great release, and I can't show it enough to you guys. Yeah, in my opinion, the best brutal death metal demo ever made. Arguably the best death metal demo ever made. I don't know, man. Just some great shit. At least it's my favorite death metal demo ever made. But yeah, Repudiation, Purging Impurity. Love this shit. Last but certainly not least, we actually have a Holy Grail. I got this one for a pretty good deal. I paid like $40 for it, plus shipping, of course. And this is a pretty fucking rare CD, and it's been my most wanted CD, up there with like a Devourment, Original Molestium the Decapitated. This has been my most wanted CD for a while, and I'm really happy I finally got it. Scattered Remnants with Inherent Perversion. Classic shit. Needs to be reissued so bad. This came out in 1995. If you don't know Scattered Remnants, brutal death metal from Massachusetts. Very unique stuff. They have slams and stuff like crazy. Okay, like not like, it's not like every song has a ton of slams, but when this band slams, they slam really fucking hard. Like at the end of the title track, oh my god, or Vaginal Vomit. But this band has so much more to their sound than just groove. There's a lot of melody, a lot of emotion on here. There's some doomier, slower, kind of bolt throwery riffs, like on Amidst the Afterbirth, and even on the title track. There's like a kind of classically sounding interlude, which is the second song as the first tear of blood falls. This is a masterpiece of a fucking EP, and it's a pretty long EP. It's like 25 minutes long, 5 songs. The songs are all pretty long. But yeah, I love this shit so much, and I'm so glad to finally own it. Vaginal Vomit, it's like the best song on here. Really great vocals on here as well. The highs are just really gritty sounding. But yeah, I love the production on here as well. Again, very gritty sounding production, really crunchy, dirty sounding. It's raw, but it has a nice wall of sound to it. Like, it doesn't sound like it's mixed badly. It's raw, but it's like the perfect type of raw. Band photo, lyrics and stuff. But yeah, very rare CD, and this isn't like mint condition too, so I'm really glad I got this for the deal that I did, because this shit is hard to find for sale in general on the internet, because it's just so rare. Yeah, not a fucking scratch on the disc. Really nice. But yeah, I love this shit so much, and I can't express that enough. I will make a review for this at some point. I'm gonna hop back on doing like album reviews and stuff after I finish my CD collection. I know it's been quite a while since I last did like an album review. But yeah, every song on here is great. This is the best Scattered Remnants release in my opinion. They also have a demo before this, which is pretty good. And the album, they did their full length that they did after this. I think it's Destined to Fail was the name of the album or something like that. It was also very good, but this one, in my opinion, is just their best. They mix so many things into their style, and their slams and everything sound really ahead of their time, but this still has a pretty old school death metal sort of tinge to it. But in a good way. There's a lot of bands where people will say like, you know, it's brutal death metal with an old school death metal tinge to it, and that always makes it sound so much less interesting to me, because it sounds like it'll just be like watered down brutal death metal. That's not to say I don't like old school death metal, but when I want brutal death metal, I'd rather just hear a brutal death metal band. But Scattered Remnants mixes elements of old school death metal, and as a result, the music has more emotion in it. Like the riffs are like pretty melodic and almost pretty sounding. Like in Vaginal Vomit, there's this one trem riff that I fucking love. Yeah, every song on here is great. I can't recommend this enough, and I'm so happy I finally own a copy of this. So yeah, Scattered Remnants, Inherent Perversion, great shit. But yeah, that's it for this collection update though. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.